Hello, hello. How is everybody going today? Thank you so much for tuning in to another stream of the Bazaar. Let's get cooking. I'm just gonna rip in. I'm gonna play some more Mac. Return of the Mac. Get it what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way. But yeah, we're gonna jump straight in. There's a bit of ranked Mac. Trying to hit that legendary rank. It's taken us way too long because the main thing I've found is there's a huge frequency change. This kind of sucks. When you freeze weapons gain +5 for the damage. Kind of tempted just to get this and see what we can do. I'm gonna have a bit of fun with that. Let's grab that. This is a massive gamble right here, but we're gonna do it. Sick. That actually freaking worked out so well. So, I'm kind of lucky. And I'm gonna go fins. Do that. And we will do... I'm just trying to think how much health each of these guys have. I can't remember which one has 100. I'm pretty sure they all do, but then there's also shielding and healing mechanics. I'm gonna go... Okay, so they all do, yeah. Sweet. I might actually take Kyber here. Because Kyber's... Yeah, Kyber will work exceptionally well. Fanged Inglets are actually not bad either, but I think I'll take Kyber. Just for the slow effects. Hope everyone's having an awesome start to the week. What's going on? Talk to me, chat. Awesome. Bit of gold there. We'll go see Andy. Hopefully we can get a catalyst item. No dice. I don't know what I want to grab here. I'm just going to grab a dagger for now. An enchanted item. When you crit heal 10, that's kind of cool. I don't mind a restorative Orly actually. A double crit letter opener. I'll grab Fiery Vernamander. And we'll lock in a skill. Nice. That actually kind of works out well. Cool. Probably an L here, but we'll see how we go. Honestly, right now we're just kind of need to grab a catalyst. That's what our build is pretty dependent on right now. Is us finding a catalyst to make this whole shebang work. Yeah, nah, we're not gonna get through this. Unfortunately, Frozen Bludgeon is so slow. I'm honestly wondering how we can make that work, but I feel like we can. Let's go to Ayla. Spider Mace is never bad. Bottle Lightning's also good. Cool. Sells potions. Sick. I did want a Frost Potion, but obviously probably a bit too early for that. I'll grab Noxious. And I'll grab Crocodile Tears. I feel like Crocodile Tears gives us a kind of early pass. I'm gonna get rid of Frozen Bludgeon. I don't know why I grabbed that. That's not working for us. Cool. Don't know if we can take on Ethos, so I'm just gonna go Rogue. We'll see how we go here. This would be a good indication of if we could or couldn't have. See if I was right. I'm now realizing that maybe the double bullet on the Crocodile Tears would have been the smarter decision, just for a faster win, but that's okay. Oh wow, this might actually get to, yeah. That's so frustrating. It's gonna take us into the storm. Just to beat them. Yeah, so we definitely got beat here. That's all good. Alright, Junkyard Repair Bot, nice. Go see Kina. Kina Babina, what do you got for us? Get rid of that. Like that. Like that. I'm gonna reroll just because I really want a catalyst. And there's no catalyst for us, which is a bit annoying, but that's alright. Do we want to rip in the Spider Mace? No, I think we're just gonna do this. As such. Yeah, I think that's what we want right now. That's fine. Get a bronze tier tool. Nice. Nice. That actually works freaking awesome. Sick. I'm actually stoked about that. Let's go. To infinity and beyond. It's definitely not scaling as much as I thought it was going to. Hopefully we can get a little bit more now, but I don't know if, yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to one-shot them. It's going so slow as well. Come on, come on. There we go. Nice. Right when the storm started as well. Oh, that's gonna be so clutch. That was the slowest fight ever. That was so slow. I'm gonna try and vibe it up a little bit. This is getting me a little bit too lo-fi. Alright, let's see how this goes. Here we are. That's a bit better. A bit more vibey. Alright, fingers crossed for this. That is not at all what we wanted. Let's see. Let's see how we go. At the start of each fight, poison 4. The item to the left of this has crit chance equal to your poison. This kind of makes it interesting because there is a build that this works into. We need a free freeze item. I'm gonna try and be smart with my money. I'm normally really dumb. The frost item actually would have worked really good with our starting item. That's okay. We are not doing a frost build, so that's fine. We don't need that there right now. Do want that like so. I will pop that in. Nah, I'll do that. Swap that out like that. Cool. Alright, let's see how this goes against Tempest Bravo. I don't know if this works. I also did mess up the positioning a little bit because I have stacked the Noxious Potion more than the Fiery Venomander, which I didn't want to do. So stuffed up a little bit there. I think we still get the win, but I just think it's not as good a win as if we had it swapped. That's fine. How's it going, everybody? Hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in to another Bazaar stream. Hope you're all having a great start to the week. Thanks so much. Another item charges 1 second. I'm kind of intrigued to have that commed with a palanquin. I think I'm ready to step away from the potions. How big is that? That's 8. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna step away from the potions. I'm gonna hold this as is for now, just because I do want to maintain the lifesteal. We'll grab a silver stride. I don't know what I want to upgrade, so alright, I'm not stoked about that, but it's fine. We can remove that, pop that in like so. So slow item here, a slow item here. We need crit chance, so we want to do that. That's already got lifesteal, so that crits, that activate. That's good. Crit, crit, crit. That's like that. I don't know if this works, but hey, that's what we're here to find out. Alright, let's go to JJ's. Let's see what we get. Okay. That's awesome. We did get a Riz, which is epic. So sell that, get the Riz. Pop the Riz there. We can do that, get rid of the Venomander. Bring that up like so. That's our lifesteal now. The item to the left is crit chance equal to poison. Yes, so that's fine. Is there anything else that we can do here? I don't know how else we can. Yeah, I don't know how we can make this faster right now. When you crit with another item, charge this 1 second. This is when you use another relic or enchanted item. Charge this 2 seconds and it starts flying. No life still there. I think we're just gonna run with this. I guess we just see. Yeah, I don't know. How has this got 25% crit chance? Ah, because of the burn. Burn, baby, burn. Okay. I'm kind of okay with having that in. It's probably going to be an L here, but let's just see how this goes. We really need to level up the Palanquin. Silver Palanquin is trash, because even the CDR reduction isn't substantial enough to make a difference to make it go fast. So yeah, we're probably dead here. Yep. Druin gets us always. If you are new to the channel, my name's Pat. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's play the Bazaar. One here. I don't really like. I don't know if I want to upgrade the mortar and pestle. Probably not. We go next. We got to see Orion. Do I want the calcinate up? Potentially. I'm going to roll this, hoping it's slow. This is interesting. That's really interesting. Okay. Definitely struggling with how to set this up right now. Let's just go with like this. Let's just see how this goes. Go up against Outlandish Dervish. Hopefully we can get a little bit of crit chance here. I think that definitely helps out the build. I just realized we're also poisoning ourselves massively. Which definitely doesn't help. That worked out. Right, hopefully we get Keen Eye. Keen Eye would be absolutely brilliant. No. I don't know what I want. We've got Toxiclox. Let's see what he's got for us. Adrenal Converter's awesome. I think we'll actually grab Adrenal Converter in place of this one. I think temporarily we can actually get rid of this as well. Do want Adrenal Converter there for the poison. And I think we grab that like so. Get rid of Noxious Potion, get rid of Testian, Dev Dagger, we'll keep that like so. Do I want Smelling Salts? Potentially. I am going to get rid of the other one. We will upgrade that. And we'll call that a day. Silver tier skills, what do you got for us? When you poison, weapons gain +3 damage to the fight. Hell yes. Then we go to the docks and grab a tool. Knife set. When you use another tool, charge this 1 second. Unfortunately, with the definition of tool, I don't think the Riz is going to apply, which is incredibly frustrating. I do want to confirm when you use another tool. I'm pretty sure the definition on use in the Bazaar. Definition of use in the Bazaar. When an item with a cooldown uses... When an item says that when you use an adjacent friend, would the race card be used when I haste, or is it used when it has async cooldown? I don't think that applies. I'm not sure, and I don't want to test it out there. So we're going to run with that. Let's see how this goes. I think potentially this could actually be an awesome day 4 build. Yeah, well. I'm pretty happy with... Oh, I'm such an idiot. I've just lost... I've lost a crit. So this one's not activating anywhere near as often as I intended it to. Obviously it's still working super good, but yeah, this is super slow compared with what we wanted it to do. Water and Pestle is good. Obviously that has the lifesteal as well, which is nice. But yeah, 5 to 9. If we can find... If we can find a runic potion, I guess. Go to the Mountain Pass. I'm almost contemplating running it like this. See if it's almost stronger. Just because of 15%, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is, so I'm just going to run it as I had it. I will sub out. I don't even know if I want to sub out the forest. The smelling salts. What we could actually do, sorry, I did just notice this, is we can pop that there instead. I think that works a hell of a lot better. Oh, but we still need our crit check, sorry. I'm getting two things muddled up at the moment. because then we would need a single slot weapon. But then, yeah, okay. Alright, I figured out how we're gonna do it. But that's not for right now. Up against the trash golem, I think we beat him. When you crit with another item, so I need this one to have crit. So yes, it's... My thought process before was correct, it's just... I need to readjust the build. But I also don't want to lose... I don't want to lose the lifesteal here. So that's kind of the counter argument, counterpoint to it. So essentially I can run it like that instead, which I don't know if it is, yeah, I don't know if it actually is any more beneficial. Do it like that. That haste that for poison both players. I don't know if I love that. I might just run it like this. We'll chuck that back there. I guess that kind of gives us a bit more lifesteal scaling as well. It's 7 seconds plus 10. Use a tool. I don't know. Let's just run like that. We'll see what happens. We'll go up against Gorgon Noble. I don't know if this is going to be stronger or weaker. We'll see. A little bit of early haste. Doesn't go too far astray. Getting a bit of crit. Oh. It's not too bad. Oh wow. Okay. That was pretty good actually. Temple ticket, which is nice. We got silver tier tool. Letter opener. Okay. Sells weapons. Let's go see what Ayla's got for us. When any player uses a weapon, charge this 1 second. Does do poison as well. It's obviously a super duper item. We've got the Covetous Raven as well. When you use another relic or enchanted item, charges 2 seconds. That's also brilliant. However, I think in this instance, I sell this. I would grab Floor Spike. I pop Floor Spike there. We bring that in like so. We sub that out. We pop that there. We enchant this with poison. And away we go. Let's see how we can build this out. But I feel like this is... I feel like this is essentially the build that we kind of want to go with. We'll obviously see how practicable it is here. Potentially I may need to substitute the venom with the one that gives us additional poison, additional crit, sorry. I'm pretty happy with that actually. I do think it's a little bit slow, so I might sub that out here just for that initial you know what? want to see how this goes. Let's try this. I don't know if this is actually going to work as well. But I am intrigued. Plus the additional crit chance. Is this only during crit to our weapons? No, items have plus 15% crit chance, hence why it's at 25%. So every 4 times that activates. Awesome. Definitely need to upgrade this, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a bit stuck right now on how we can make this stronger. I know that we definitely can. We're obviously gonna go see Curio. You see Curio and just get the little things that make the build a bit better. I am gonna get rid of that. I think it's good. I don't think it's great. I don't know what I want to get rid of. Water and Pestle's giving us that. Runic Daggers. Everything kind of has a weird purpose, which is really frustrating. Like if we have a poison... If we have a poison enchant... Because of this has multicast, I'm completely forgetting about that as well. So that essentially works better here, especially if we get a poison on that. It's all about leveling up the palanquin. Like, I'm pretty set on this build right now, with us purely focusing on leveling up the palanquin. Even just enchanting the palanquin as well, because that's when you crit with any item, so that applies total. I'm set on this. I'm locking it in. Lock it in, Eddie. I'm doing the full sell. I know it's stupid, but that's just how my brain freaking works. And then in the meantime, we will get these items for scaling because we freaking rich. And there's not many times in this game that I'm rich. I'm going to hold on to the Chimeric Egg for a bit more economy. Bit of crit chance, let's go. Bit of CDR. Cool beans. And then we're gonna go talk to Mattel. This does shift things a little bit for me. Because a Quillback, when any player uses a weapon poison that player too, so it essentially fulfills the self-poison, which gains more regen, which hastes more items. So I'm not actually that opposed to utilizing that temporarily. We're just going to see obviously what items we get. When you heal, gain regen, an item gains plus 3% crit chance for the fights. We're going up against the Lich. We just got our crit chance booster, which pretty much makes the build So I reckon we can take on the Lich here. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Alright, it's taking a little bit of time here. He's froze us pretty good. Alright, our life's still starting to kick in. We're getting a bit of CDR. We're getting some crit chance up. There we go. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, he's done us. He's just frozen us way too many times. It's so tough to beat him just because that freeze just gets you. Gets you so good. I'm tempted to go Battlefield. In the off chance that we do bink another Spider Mace. No dice. Alright, we'll go to Keener. We'll see what Keener Babina's got for us. Grab that. You know what? Let's see what it is. Nah. Nah. I was really hoping we'd get a poison Spider Mace. It really would have made it. You know what? I have no idea if this works. This could be absolutely stupid, or it could be the most genius idea I've had in my life. Especially if we can get this to shiny. Because as it procs more and more, the crit chance goes up, its CDR goes down. I think we're onto something here. We don't need to increase the poison on anything, which is fine. A bit more health doesn't go astray. We lost our catalyst generator because that was our you know, the thing. I think we just... Okay, I'm gonna go to Gasio because I want an adrenal converter. So expensive, but we're really bad with money. Do we have any relics here? We do. When you crits, this starts flying. Whilst it's flying, it has +1 multicasts. When you gain max health, your heal items gain +5 healing for the fight. No. Alright, we reroll. Joyful Jack. Yes. If we get equivalent exchange here, if we get equivalent, I don't even know what to say. If we get equivalent exchange here, it's game over. Genuinely. Because we don't even need lifesteal on the Spider Mace. Obviously, it's great. It's obviously great if we can get lifesteal on the Spider Mace, but we're getting so much regen that we're really only dying to one-shot builds. You have 3 regen for each non-weapon item you have. first 4 times you slow each fight, charge a regen item 1 second. You have plus 10 regen. I'm gonna go with that one. We're gonna sell Bushel. I'm going all in on this build. Get rid of Runic Dagger. We're gonna go see JJ. We got the Distilled Sunlight. We're gonna grab that. Essentially, the Quillback is... I am going to grab the Venom. Just in case we do get another Spider Mace. If this is a shiny Spider Mace, then we can go Spider Mace, Venom. Done. That's the thought process. Obviously, the likelihood of us getting a shiny Spider Mace is 0 to none. But you can't have that mentality in this game. You have to just pray to the RNG gods that your prayers will be answered. Cool. Nothing I can afford. Don't know why I did it. Should have re-rolled, but hey. You win some, you lose more. I'm surprised how well this is working. I don't think I've come across this build before as well. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked with this actually. Alright, free loot item, let's go. Bit of CDR. Sell this, reduce your leftmost cooldown by 2%. Definitely. Alright, we're gonna go see Kina Babina. What do you got for us? Sands of Time, no thank you. Blank Slates. When you use an adjacent relic, charge this 1 second. Then it's charging to do the same thing. No thank you. I'm not even going to use this. A Nightshade. At the start of each day, get a potion lower tier and a catalyst. I need a catalyst generator. So we're just going to do that. We're going to be good boys. We're going to go for Joyful Jack because I want Equivalent Exchange. Because Equivalent Exchange completes this build. Wholly and fully. Equivalent Exchange is the godsend we all need.
This was possible.
No Equivalent Exchange, unfortunately. Do I want loot or do I want a catalyst? I want a catalyst, I want the shiny, but I think I'm gonna get the loot because I want CDR more. Should have gone for the catalyst. Frickin'. We're gonna see JJ. Alright, awesome. Spider Mace upgrade. That is sick. This does get interesting. every time we cast this, it charges for 2 seconds. Every time we cast, this charges, this activates. So that's 2, 4, 6. We're nearly at a full cycle. Because it needs 8. Which means that we either have to... Actually, because it's probably permanently hasted, which takes it down to 4 seconds. So it's technically at a full cycle running. Right. Oh no, we're 1 gold short! Oh, that worked out so well. When this is hasted, this gains poison for the fight. That is interesting. Interesting. I think this could work so brilliantly, but I'm just so on such a tangent here, and I know exactly my line of focus that I'm like, eh. Yeah, no. We can grab that. Hold on to that. Hold on to that. The palanquin line also still works really well. We're using weapons, so we don't want to poison ourselves more. So it makes no sense to get to upgrade a crawlback. I have no gold. A small tool I don't really need. I'm gonna transform this into a shiny soulstone, which is freaking cool. Do we need it? Nope. Alright, let's see how this goes. I think potentially this could just be on an insta, but let's see. Because it is poisoning 1 additional time per use. It's just about getting this to activate once. There we go. Here we go. Bang. There is just a slight delay there. But it is working. Let's see how much damage we did with that. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Sweet, we're gonna go to the temple. We're gonna get some poison enchants now. I think if once we can upgrade Palanquin, I'm gonna put Palanquin back in. Because it just makes sense. Yeah, cool. I think I actually prefer the Palanquin. I'm not gonna lie. This is sick. It gives us like a little bit more it's freaking cool, it works, but the Palanquin is just so much more OP because of the CDR fact, and we are gaining crit chance. It does get more and more rapid. It just works so much better. It's just we need to get it to fire on all cylinders a little bit faster. Holy, are we gonna lose here? We could actually lose this. I don't know if we're fast enough yet. Oh no. Oh, it's speeding up. What did we get to? 5.7 seconds. And that activates twice. That's sick. we need to get the palanquin poisoned, and then we're good to go. This is interesting. I don't... Nothing needs to be radianted. I think we can just put burn on literally anything bar spider mace. Bar spider mace or palanquin. I think I'm gonna burn. The radiant spider mace could potentially work, but I think if we can get it to a charge. Okay, I'm just gonna see what the difference is. Between the quillback, between all those items. So quillback, when any player uses a weapon, burn equal to this item's poison. So I think that's going to burn me. The rapid injection system. When you poison yourself, slow 9. When you poison yourself, freeze. When you poison yourself, burn. But it burns for 0. Alright, and then the adrenal converter. When you poison yourself, burn equal to this item's poison. Alright, I think we're just going to do the adrenal converter here. I can't decide what's the best. And this seems to be doing... When you poison yourself, burn equal to this item's poison. Well, that seems to work. That actually worked out pretty freaking awesome. So we'll stack his burn, get some more XP, get some gold. That's a pretty good haul. Get Wavy, what is going on? Hope you're having an awesome start to the week. Thanks so much for jumping in to a Mac stream. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I have been contemplating playing some duels, playing some of the duel stuff, but we're not there yet. But it may be coming up. I'm watching more Mage. I'm getting intrigued. I'm seeing the Discord, and I'm just getting more and more intrigued. Huge. Hell yeah. Charge your non-weapon items 1 second. We don't need that. That is not for this build. Alright, what do we got? We don't want fire. When you freeze, poison, or burn, your items gain plus 5% poison for the fight when you use an adjacent relic. Charge this 1 second. That sucks. Did you see what I posted in Hunting Mage's Discord, LMAO? I saw that you posted a few things. Let me have a quick gaze. Alright, I'm watching the video now. Dude, what? Wait, what? Dude, what? I actually... I actually, like, that's freaking crazy. Dude, I saw it, I saw that you posted, I didn't look at it, and now I've just looked at it, I'm like... I've never seen anything like it. That's unreal. So is that considered a tie? Oh, I can't even use that in this. Yeah, okay. Dude, this is the worst worst temple for me. I've got a Barb Spike Warden, which gives my items +5 poison, which just means I'm poisoning myself more, so I can't use that. Spirit Diffuser means I'm removing the Palanquin for something that I'm pretty much already doing, which is the self-charge. So I have to take Flame Coil, but I don't want to enchant my Palanquin because I want the Palanquin to be poison enchanted. They had 150 million more shield than I did. I would say I lost, but still. Yeah, that's why I was so confused, because I'm like watching the video and I just can't process what is happening in it, because it seemed like you guys, yeah, no one was losing shield. I think I enchant the Riz here, because I think the Riz is the only thing that burns the opponent. But if I'm wrong, when you poison yourself, burn 0. Okay, I'm assuming that's correct. When you poison yourself, burn 3. Okay, cool. I think that burns the opponent, though. I'm not 100%. I just hope I'm right. Yeah, dude, that's insane. I've actually never seen a play like that. You should post that on the Reddit as well. It sucks because this is just such a slow build. But once we get started, we get started. Far out. We couldn't even get it procced. That's so annoying. We've been running so good. I kind of want haste and charge skills. Burn skills would be pretty cool here. We'll go skills unique to Mac, because there's always something good here. While your enemy has more health than you, your heal and regen items cooldowns are reduced by 15%. That's sick. Potions, no. Poison items have +2 for each. I think we go Rapid Relief, because that does apply to Adrenal Converter, which poisons both players, allowing that to proc a little bit earlier. We will take XP, and we'll go see Nightshade. Sweet. This is so tough. Come on. Shiny. Oh, what do we want? I don't know if we want Poppy Field here. I just don't know if we can stack enough damage. I'm going to grab it just to have it. Roll. When using Jason item, poison both players 60. When you poison, this gains plus damage for the fight equal to the amount poisoned. That's awesome. Your poison items have +10 poison for every 20 poison on an enemy. This has +1 multicast. When using Jason item, poison both players 60. Good. poppy always seems interesting when I have the option. Yeah, I'm super conflicted about it. Because we do have the palanquin as well. Which gives us the CDR. It's just I haven't had an opportunity to level it, which has been super annoying. Because if this was like gold or diamond, I think this is definitely the superior choice. But with current setup, I think Poppy does work, because now that it's at 100%, I think we scale this a lot stronger. I do want lifesteal, so I'm assuming Lord of the Waste does have lifesteal, but I need to double check. No, weapons deal double crit damage. Double crit damage actually freaking works well. But Lord Arcan, when you use an item shield, your weapons deal first 8 times use a weapon into a charge an item. No, we gotta go Lord Arcan here. Alright. Just takes so long to start. Once we start. Oof. Oh, we really need some shield. Jeez. That wasn't good. We did 1200 damage. I don't know what's happened, but the build's kind of just collapsed. We've just hit a wall where it was like going really, really good at the start. And I think I'm gonna go see Andy because I want a diamond. I want a diamond spider mace. When you crit an item starts flying, your flying items have plus 40% crits. Browse the merchant stalls. So what Dolly has. When this is hasted, this gains plus 6 burn for the fight. When you crit with a flying item starts flying, your flying items have plus... No. Small item call, charge this. Nah, nothing for me. Alright, this has probably taken us to... Alright, this is going to take us back to poison, you know what I'm trying to say. End game. Last life. I don't think we win this one here. I think we, yeah, I'll fire out. Not against a freeze build. Depends how. What's this cooldown at now? 7.5. We're just, we've procced enough times and critted enough times to get it down. Which hero is best to choose as Mac? Which hero is best to choose as Mac when offered a shop? I typically take Stell as Dooley. That is an interesting question. Oh, this is really annoying. Sorry. Because I get an opportunity to upgrade this, but I need a slow. Far out, us. Alright, we'll put haste in the quill back, even though that actually doesn't... That doesn't apply anything. I'm wondering if haste on the poppy field might actually be a smarter option. And then bring the poppy field in. Just really not what I wanted. Because the coolbacks only get a haste when their adrenal converter fires. but I still don't know if I want the poppy field. That's the only thing. So I'm gonna go on the Quillback. Which hero is best to choose as Mac when offered a shop? I typically take Stell as Dooley. I think it is super situational without obviously sounding like I'm trying to give an inconsiderate answer. But yeah, I just think it's super situational because Mac has so many lines that you can go down. So you can obviously go down like a crit line like I'm doing now, where a Vanessa is probably better because this build is very haste crit based. Also this build as well has a few slow elements where this charges on a slow, and so those Vanessa items definitely suit it. But also likewise, if you are going down a slow build, Stell also really suits it. So I think it depends very much on what items you're hunting. I think Pig is probably one that you don't need. But in saying that, I've also done really good builds with Yo-Yo. Because having like a Yo-Yo adjacent to a Spider Mace that is enchanted with Slow or Poison can absolutely pop it off. So, frustratingly, I don't think there is a single right choice or a tangent to choose. But yeah, I don't know if that's a cop out or a decent answer. I'm sorry. Please give me a shiny Spider Mace. Shiny Fireflies. Shiny Fireflies kind of sick. That's what we got. Ah, nothing good. We got smoked by Lord Arkham before, so probably not this time. Let's go Lord of the Waste. Let's just see how this goes. I'm just trying to think. Again, I don't have much experience with Dooley. When I have chose items in his shop, they tend not to work with the builds that I'm formulating, because he tends to have kind of tech or friend combos. You don't have a lot of friends. You don't have a lot of friends in Mac, and also if you do have a friend, it's like a Quillback where it doesn't have a use. So yeah. Last region, medium items. We really don't need to upgrade anything here. I think that's done. Like, we're not... Keep that, because we might get lucky. We'll sell the Regent. Pixel's cool. We're going to take a chance. We love a little bit of a punt. I'm trying to think what Vanessa would have that would work in this build. I might just go Chronos just in case I get Diamond here. Turbo Bat is interesting. Turbo Leeches. The last shop, we're probably not going to make it through. Huh. This now gets super duper interesting. This is such a punt, right here, because we can literally make like a genuinely crazy build with these items. First and foremost, Runic Potion gives us I hate bots. Ban, delete. I don't get how the auto bot can't pick it up. Yeah, this is a really interesting situation because having the Runic Potion definitely makes build. So I want that. However, we now lose out on the Palanquin because we don't have the space for it. Additionally, the Poppy Field. But this charges when hasted. I'm trying to work out what's the best situation here. I think I'm going to get rid of Sky Spirit Ashes. Because I think I'm still going to work in the Palanquin here. Because what I'm thinking... No. Because when any player uses a non-weapon item, haste an item for 1 second. That works brilliantly with the earrings. Because the earrings here will get hasted, charged. This hastes as well whenever this activates. So this loops. This creates a loop here. This is completely a throwaway item. I'm gonna get rid of... I'm gonna get rid of this. Because I don't want to get rid of Poppy Field. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna buy earrings. When you haste charge, this hastes, this hastes. So this loops. That gives this lifesteal. I actually did make a mistake now, in hindsight. Had I put haste on the Poppy Field, this build would have been completed. Because I could have done that. I could have, like this would have done it. So in hindsight, I have messed up here. But I think potentially this could still work out. We shall see. Oh, this is frustrating as well, because now we get to upgrade an item. Where we could now upgrade this. No. We're gonna do that. Get a gold tier skill. First time you fall below half health each fight, shield equal to 3 times the poison on your enemy. That works awesome. When you use an item, it gains plus 5% crit chance for the fight. That's awesome as well, but we do have crit scaling already. I'm gonna go Toxic Shield. Hopefully that can pull us through to at least a 7 win. We'll we are going up against another Mac, so this will be very interesting. He's in a similar spot, fighting for his life. So this will be interesting. Oh, he's got a very similar skill set. I think it's a. Oh, I don't know if we can do this. Oh, this is gonna be tough. I think we die here. I think we're done. Wow. We kind of stuff ourselves up there as well. When you poison, this gains damage to the farm. Yeah. We're only just 751 damage here. So we're not doing nearly as much damage as we were before either. Oh well. Alright, quick ad break, and I'm going to start the next run. Oh, never mind, I got another minute? Hang on. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out how to do this. Alright, I'm just going to run a quick ad whilst we start the next run. See you soon.
Really gonna enjoy that. If it's not right for you, bring it back. I'll make sure you're happy.
Force, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Mate, I don't play Dooley. This is a tribute to Hunting Mage. Big shout out to him. Yeah, we're gonna do a Dooley run. Also, get wavy. I did say to him that I was contemplating playing some Dooley, and I just thought, what better time? So yeah, I've played Dooley maybe a handful of times since beta. So I don't know. I can have a look at the stats after exactly to see how many times we've played him. But yeah, just wanted to give him a tickle. Let's see. I've got absolutely no idea what I'm doing either, so a little bit of help would be excellent. Toxic levitation pad. If the item to the left of this is flying, hasten for 1 second. If the item to the left, it starts flying poison. That's weird. Fiery cog could be cool. Charge the tech item to the right of this 1 second. When you buy this, get a small tech item. When you use the tech item to the right of this, heal 10. I don't know what's good, but Restorative Light Bulb sounds fun. While this is flying, it says double damage. It's not a friend. We'll get a haste item. Satcom, awesome, we got some friends. Haste the friend to the right of this for 1 second. Charge the tech item to the right of this. I got no idea what I'm doing here, but let's roll with it. It's the Bazaar. We can figure it out. We just gotta find synergies. What's going on, Force? How's your week starting for you? Just making some lunch now. Very nice.
Defeat does not
Is it Sunday or Monday for you? I don't know how. Can it be lunch? Wait. Nah, because it'd be like 12 hours behind max, right? So... Monday. Nice. I don't know how time zones work. I've just realized that. Let's go see Ayla. Alright, we got another friend. I'm just trying to find friends. Oh! A race car is a friend. Get rid of that. We're gonna grab the race car. Oh, race car. Haha. Alright. Satcom. I don't know if this is viable and correct, but we'll give it a crack. So, charge a tech item to the right of this 1 second. That charges the Satcom. Haste the friend to the right of this for 1 second. When you haste, charge this 2 seconds. And I'm just going to chuck in the Chris Army knife just for a little bit of shell for now. Cool. We'll go tech salvage. If the item to the left of this is flying, haste it for 1 second. If the item to the left of this starts flying, the item to the left of this starts flying. Cool. So we can do that now. And that should work. Covetous Thief, I'm sure if we get Shadowed Cloak, that works exceptionally well for this build, I would assume. You know what they say about assuming? I've never realized that he's just the same guy. You had the Covetous Raven, Covetous Thief. Oh, that is such a bink. I'm so stoked with that. But now we encounter a problem, is I don't know what to remove. We get rid of Chris Army Knife. I don't know if that's correct, but we shall see. So that can go there. Go here. If you got a friend, get a skill. Awesome. Choose a core. Alright, launch a core. 2 other items start flying. Charge your other flying items 1 second. When you use a friend or flying item, charge this 1 second. Alright, so when you use a friend or flying item, well, this is going to be flying. That charges. And then... well, surely that just loops these. When you use a friend or flying item, charge this 1 second. And then charge your flying items. Okay, that looks cool. Deal 50 damage, charge all items to the right of this for 1 second. When you use item to the left of this, charge this 1 second. Okay. Primal Core. Deal 30, your dinosaur and relic weapons gain plus 10 damage for the fight. Adjacent items are relics. When you use another dinosaur or relic, charge this 1 second. Okay. Companion Core. When you use another friend, charge this 1 second. Haste adjacent items for 2 seconds. Alright. And Critical Core. This and the items to the right of this have plus 30% crit chance. When you crit or use any item to the left, this charges 1 second. Alright. Well, Companion Core seems to be the way to go with Race Carl, if I'm not mistaken. Light Bulb to charge Flying Core sounds fun. Charge the tech item to the right of this. Does that... but why would I go Flying Core and not Companion Core? Because would Companion Core with the Shadowed Cloak not form a loop on Race Carl? Because flying seems stronger for late game. Okay. I don't know. I'm just learning. So I'm keen to try anything and everything. Charge a tech item to the right of this. Charge a tech item to the right of this 1 second. 2 other items start flying, so this is going to start flying. This is going to charge. This is going to charge. So we got a little bit of a loop here. Which is also, these are going to be flying. So these are going to charge and haste. Alright, this... well, you could have started with that force. You come in here, giving advice and shit, and then you go, oh, but actually if it doesn't work, you're like, do this. I got a great idea, you should try this, you should try this. I'm a pro dually player, get ready. And then you give me the idea, and then you're like, and I select it, and I lock it in, and then you're like, oh, but if it backfires, it's not me. It's not me. But it's your decision. Nah, I'm sure it's gonna be good, bro. I'm sure it's gonna be good. I'm keen. Alright, I want to stack skills. Don't know why, but I probably should have freed up some space, economy wise. Damn, you figured me out. I got you, bro. I caught you, red-handed. Oh, see, he's got a companion core. Why don't we have one of those? Oh, Because Force told us not to. Oh. Oi, Force. Good shout. Good shout, my friend. Good shout. Oh, I can't sell anything, hey. Force, that was actually a good build. Thank you, my friend. Alright, let's clear a bit of space now. Because this is what we're... when you use a small item or core, charge this 2 seconds. And then when you use a friend or any flying item, that's a friend. Oh, that works. I don't know what. I'm kind of like keen just to get more skills. I don't know if that's a strat, but there's just a lot of lost crates here. I mean, if it is a strat, it's not a very good one, but when you use another tech, charge this 1 second. Well, that's a tech. That's a tech. Oh, that's a tech. What is this synergy? What the hell? When you shield, charge this 1 second, then this slows. And then you can charge... Use this, that charges that, that charges that. What? Why doesn't... What's going on here? Mac doesn't have synergies like this. I reckon we can take Hoverbike Hooligan here. I think we're so strong. I may have overestimated. Oh, I did overestimate. Sorry. Oh, I should have gone to Kurio. That was really silly. Alright, Temple Navigator. Haste adjacent items for 1 second. If this is your only tech item, its cooldown is halved. At the start of each day, get a relic from any hero. This is crazy. Oh shit, dually action. I'm lurking on mute. Good luck, have fun. Alright. Wait, get wavy. I freaking chose dually for you, bro. And now you're just gonna bounce? Nah, that's all good, bro. I'm sure you got work or some shit to do. Haste adjacent items every 3 seconds. Oh, but I can't have a tech. Yeah, I don't know. When you use a small item or core, charges 2 seconds. So I think this works. So I'm gonna get rid of Brick Buddy. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. I like that. Temporal Navigator is cool because you get a relic. So that's kind of fun. We could get some Mac action. Armadillo seems fun, but nah. I reckon there's gonna be more. I think there's gonna be more good stuff in the future. At the start of each fight, your cores start flying. When you use a flying item, haste an item. When you use a flying item, haste an item for 1 second. Is this legit? So the core starts flying. This is tough. There's so many things that like synergize together. Upgrade bronze tier item. We want to upgrade the shattered cloak. That's the only item that we can't get. Otherwise, I don't know whether Micro Dave is better or the propeller hat. I think I'm gonna go with Micro Dave first. I just want to see how this works.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend on Pelago.
Come on, come on. One more proc, one more proc. Oh, it was so close.
You move in straight lines.
Alright, it's not bad. We're just not hasting enough. Oh. I mean, this literally just does the same thing. I don't want charcoal. We're gonna use another tech. When you use a small item or core, charges 2 seconds. When you use a friend or flying item, charges 1 second. Cool. So that hastes. That charges to the right. We'll do that. I don't know if this is better. Sells bonds 2 neutral items. Nice. Grab a haste item. Temporal Navigator. Cool. When you haste shield, this would be good. Time to tinker. Oh, I hate that they nerfed time to tinker. It's really annoying that it's not quite going brrr yet.
Tougher than you look.
I was really hoping for it to go brrr. When you use a flying item, haste an item for 1 second. I'm so curious if we can just like stack that in a certain way. When you use another tech item, charge this 1 second, haste adjacent items for 1 second. There's just so many things that are just... Propeller hat looks faster than Dave. There's just so many things right now that are doing something super similar. So I want to chuck this in as well now. and essentially just have it like this. I don't know if this works, but this activates, hastes itself once, so that's 2 seconds. Hang on, it's hasted, so it just needs every 4.5 seconds. It needs 4.5 seconds. So this activates, it's hasted for 2 seconds. When you use a tech, which will be this, don't know if this works. I don't think it does. When you burn with an adjacent item, shield 20 and haste an item for 1 second. Not gonna lie, this seems kind of sick. We're just gonna play some baseball. Kyver's down, Kyver's down, Kyver's down by 3. Take the L. Skills, what do we got? When one of your burn items is hasted, it gains +1 burn for the fight. What? What are these skills? Alright, I think I'm gonna sack off Race Carl after this, just because of this skill. But I'm just super intrigued to see how this goes. But I think after this, I mean, I feel like we could just literally just put Micro Dave in instead and then just surround him with a bunch of small items. I don't know. Let's have a look. I'm just really intrigued to see how this goes. I know it's not going to be good, but I just like the tinkering and the experimentation. That is a crazy day for Mac build. So I have a Toxic Cauldron already. Like, this is just an instant loss. Oh, it's not far off. Just like an insta. Oh, damn. Oh, we were actually really close. Holy shit. Wait, how are we scaling? Oh, because of Shadowed Cloak, of course. Holy shit, this actually works. Get a free loot item. Oh, give us some CDR and then I'm holding it. Reduce your items cooldown by 3%. Done. Cool. Lock it in. Lock it in, Eddie. I'm just skill hunting now. When one of your tools are hasted, your tools gain +5% damage for the fight. Fuck, can this be a tool, please? This just needs to, I need to be able to change this into a tech item. And then that's done. Once this is if I can convert this into a tech item, we're golden. We're the golden gills.
I see now. You are defending yourself.
What do you got? Cog. Show me the race car. When you use an adjacent tech, charge this. When you use, charge your non-tech items 1 second. When you use an adjacent tech, charge this 2 seconds. that's kind of cool. Alright, so to loot. Give me the loot. So small and medium items, cool. Paste your core for 2 seconds. That is a tech item as well. When you use a friend or flying item, burn 2. When you use a friend or flying item, when you use a flying item, haste. Okay, I wonder if we can turn Launchpad into a propeller hat. Launchpad. A turbo launchpad. When you use a friend or flying item, haste an item for 1 second. That's sick, because then when one of your burn items is hasted, it gains burn for the fights. And that then becomes an item that we can then use. And we can move that next to the motherboard here. I think that works. Launchpad. Launchpad. Now you just need to back the smalls you sold. And it would be a nice launchpad build. We're not doing a Force, you know how I play. You know I get overwhelmed when it's cluttered. Where I'm not playing the launch. Is it worth? Is it better to play? Is it better to play the launchpad just now for the charge? That's what I'm questioning. I don't think so. I'm gonna hold. Alright. I'm just gonna see. Let's just see what happens. Somehow that worked for us last time.
Go ahead. Underestimate me.
Alright, here we go. Let's go. Alright, here we go. It is a little bit slower. I definitely should have put the launch pad next to the motherboard. That is a big mistake from my part.
You fall like a boulder.
But
I flow like a river.
I don't hate it.
Make deals, not war.
I'm just gonna grab that. I feel like Nitro. I don't know. Health and shield items. We don't want any health and shield items. Alright, I'm gonna pop that across. Let's see how that goes now. This could be a better build now. Let's see. Is it a better build? I don't know. I think think until we can get the haste on that, it's not.
By my weapons, and you might.
Is the hydraulic press still viable? Because I've just know that I've been smoked by so many radiant hydraulic presses. And is it too late at day 6 to run it? Alright, I'll take that as a no. Oh! What is this? Alright, we got so many skills. Upgrade your core. Aha! I haven't faced any hydraulic presses this patch to know. Me neither. I don't have any tools. So, we're not going to go to tools. We'll go to the docks and we'll get a free tool. Ah. Micro Dave's back. Alright, so this has had its cooldown reduced, so hopefully that's cooldown has been reduced enough to where this pops the frick off. Let's see. I'm still not 100%. We're really just, at this point, we're just trying to stay above 4 wins. Alright, it's starting to go. It's starting to go.
Balanced flavor, balanced selection.
It's not terrible,
Get too salty.
but we just like have no heal, no shield, and we're not fast enough.
Everyone here is you.
So basically it's a shit build is what I'm trying to say. When this is hasted, poison 5, haste this for 1. That's cool. Sweet. Whoa, magic carpet, what? Oh, magic carpet would be sick if I had a crit core. Not that I know what a crit core is because I don't play Dolly, but I just imagine. I'd assume getting a dishwasher here would be sick.
Clorox. I'll see you soon.
Skills. When you use a friend, your weapons gain +3 damage to the fight tick. What's mag storage? I've never seen that before. When you sell this, upgrade your leftmost item. That's cool. I don't know if I want mag storage, but let's have a look. Nice. Didn't want that at all. Get some regen. Alright, let's see if this build is getting any better or if it's just getting worse. I think ultimately, if we actually do get the opportunity to get a haste, we put haste on the launcher core. Just checked, I have a total of 22 games played on Dually. Dude, I reckon I would be very similar. I'll have a look. I'll have a look because I feel like I'm not going to be doing this run much longer. Sorry to everyone who is tuning in, who wanted to see me either playing Mac or actually playing decently. That's unfortunately not happening today. Alright, we got upgrade. Oh, shit. We binked the haste. Alright, when you use a friend or flying item burn to, an item starts flying. I did say very early on. When you use a friend or flying item, charges 1 second. So this is an additional item that's going to charge. When you use a friend or flying item, burn 2. This is flying, this is flying, this is flying. Force. I'm summoning you. Please. Do I put haste? Do I put haste on the launcher core? Or do I put haste on the launch pad? I don't know what to do here. On the launcher core, it obviously just minimizes. I kind of feel like the launch core is the way to go. Ooh, I think it's a launch pad. Turbo launch pad is a lot of haste triggers. Yeah, that's what because I just looked it up. And a propeller hat is when you use a flying item, haste an item for 1 second. But this is when you use a friend or flying item, haste. So that's three triggers just for that. Whereas this is only going to be hasting once. So I do agree with you. And in addition to that, we do have Searing Flames when one of your burn items is hasted, it gains 1 burn for the fight. So if this is getting hasted as well, it should work. So let's go Turbo Launchpad. Turbo Launchpad additionally is an extra trigger for the launch core. We'll see. Sands of Time, we can sack that off. At the start of each fight, your cores. No, we use another tech item because that's a tech item as well. Alright, let's see. I wonder when Propeller Hat is better than either Carl or Cloak. When you use a friend, charge a core 1 second and haste a large item 1 second. Your Dualtron. When you use a friend, charge a core 1 second. Does that work? Does the mainframe work? When you use a friend, I'm interested if mainframe I'm interested in if mainframe is better than Cloak. I wonder when Propeller Hat is better than either Carl or Cloak. So what are you saying? Like this? When you use the item to the right of this, haste it for 2 seconds. Haste adjacent items for 2 seconds. Use a friend of lighting item, charge this 1 second. I think I'm gonna grab the mainframe. No, but now we don't have any friends. Hey, Force. You know when Propeller Hat is better than either Carl or Cloak? When you get Ballista. Ballista's 8 seconds. When this is haste, it charges 2 seconds. Oh, that's just when you haste in general. I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know the difference. This whole time I've been trying to haste this specifically. I didn't know it was just haste in general. That's crazy. It's got a lower cooldown as well. If the item to the left of this is flying, haste it for 2 seconds. The item to the left it starts flying. Levitation pad. Use a friend or flying item, charge this 1 second. I don't know how to formulate this build correctly. Alright. Browse the merchant stalls, let's have a look. Tox clocks. Charge take item to the right of this when this is hasted. Charge. What? This is crazy. Charge the tech item to the right of this 1 second. When this is hasted, charge this 1 second. When you sell this, reduce your leftmost item's cooldown by 3%. When you sell this, upgrade your leftmost item. Dooley's freaking cool. Yeah, we got car conductor. Let's see how this goes. Race Carl. Damn. Then we scale that quick. Right, do we still have a vehicle? No, we got rid of him. If you have a vehicle, use this at the start of each fight. When this is destroyed, burn. Bit of gold tier loot. Nice. Nice bit of CDR there. We'll get rid of that. Alright, we gotta hold on to these. We'll use that. We'll fight a monster. Cosmic Rock. Please give us another feather. Another feather right now would be unreal. I really wish we could get to level 10 before the end of the game, but I just don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. Oh, when you haste a weapon against plus 10 damage from the fight, that's sick. Upgrade a silver tier or lower tier item. Yes. Yes, we will do that. Let's decide. So, this... Okay, do we want a little bit more burn, or do we want a bit more haste and damage? Flying item haste item for 1 to 2 seconds. Use a friend to flying item haste item for 1 second. Alright, I'm just gonna upgrade the turbo launchpad. I don't know if that actually made any difference. I don't think it was smart, but hey. Hey. Hey, you. Alright, let's see how we go here. Oh, up against an observatory, I'm pretty sure we're done here. Yep. Because that's pretty hard counter to us. Far out. I actually really like this build because we got it somewhere. That's super annoying. We actually got the build somewhere as well. That's freaking annoying. Alright, let's have a look at how many games as Dooley we have had. So he's not even in my top 3. Games played. There we go, Force. I have had a total of 19 games played as Dooley. I've had 5 games as Jules, 7 games as Stell, 19 games as Dooley, 111 games as Pig, 131 games as Mac, and 275 games as Vanessa. 10 win percentage, That's not bad for Mac. Yeah, that's what. These are my stats. Gold spent. Oh, let's have a look at prestige. Prestige lost. Oh. There you go. How much game? Here we go. Total hours lost. Oh, chest earned. Exactly 500. 466 hours logged. 548 games played. And somehow I'm still not good. Anyway, guys. That is going to be me for the night. I do have an early start with work tomorrow, as per usual. But just wanted to jump on the stream for a little bit tonight. Play a couple rounds of Bazaar. And yeah, vibe with you guys as per usual. But we are going to jump into what's foreseen. Our 2019 Tracer. We are going to jump into another stream, so please hang around for the raid. Would be super duper appreciated. We're going to jump in and watch Coffins play some Stell. So please stick around for the raid. That'd be super duper appreciated. And I hope you all have a great start to the week, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.